Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to demonstrate a new feature that we have built in response to many requests from clinical staff over the last year. If you have a few minutes, please watch this video and respond with your feedback. We hope that this new feature will add value for clinical staff and remove some of the barriers in patient flow. The request was to integrate the SyncTimes tablets in a way that would allow patient information to be displayed on the flow station and the exam room tablets. This would enable clinical staff and providers to see which patient is in the exam room without having to search for it in the EMR. Let's first take a look at the proposed flow station changes. There are two main changes. One, we can see the patient name and age on the exam room card here. How the patient name is displayed will be up to the department, so you can change from viewing the full name to the first name and last initial or first initial last name as seen here, or you could even do just initials. Basically, we know that depending on the organizational culture and patient preferences, the amount of information shown here may need to change, so that can all be customizable at the department level. Clinical personnel can also see the patients that have been checked in at the front desk here on the side. Organized by provider, you can see which of your patients are in the waiting room and how long they have been waiting there. We could potentially add some additional information here, such as appointment type, so we can mark whether it's a scheduled appointment or a walk-in to help clinical staff prioritize which patients they bring back to the exam room first. And if it is a scheduled appointment, we could display the appointment time. For those of you who may be watching that are involved with front desk operations, the way that this information is added into SyncTimes is through the input fields here on the right if you're at the front desk. So these input fields that we're seeing here on the right will only show up for front desk staff. To start, it will require some manual entry for front desk staff, but if this system proves to add value, then we'll go ahead and work on an EMR integration that would eliminate manual entry for the front desk staff. By adding patient information to SyncTimes in this way, we could also potentially provide estimated patient wait times to be displayed in the waiting room for patients to see as they're waiting to go see the provider. One other cool feature that will be coming up as well in the next round of updates will be the ability to add icons from the flow station. So by tapping on the plus mark on your computer screen or on the tablet in the hallways, you can select patients to add to the screen from the flow station, rather than having to select those icons only from the exam room tablets. Let's go ahead and move over to the exam room tablet. Currently, to add a patient to the room, you simply tap on this circle here on the tablet, and it will add the patient to the room and turn green. But with the new system, you would simply need to just badge in and the patient would be added automatically and the patient list would appear here, just like this. You can select the patient or patients that are in the room and select Add Patient. Once the patient has been added to the room, you can edit or modify those patients by tapping either on the patient name here or on this icon in the top left, and this way you can add additional patients or even remove patients from the room that are ready to be checked out. In order to see the patient name on the screen, you will need to badge in. In other words, you will not be able to add a patient without badging in. Well, if you've made it through the end of this video, if you wouldn't mind please reaching out to me or responding to the email that I sent to let me know if these new functionalities would be helpful for you in your health center, and also if you have any other suggestions or additions that might be helpful in the future, either with this new system or just in general. We want to make sure that we are building things that are adding value to your health center and also enabling you to provide a patient-centered care to ultimately improve patient satisfaction.